Hey, hi, hello everybody. Welcome back to the third installment of things I don't understand and probably never will. Before I get started with the video, I have to do this whole intro thing. I do it every single video. 99% of YouTubers, I would say, do some kind of intro. I just want to, again, for the millionth time, thank everyone that's been supporting this series and this channel in general. It all means so much to me, and it keeps giving me the confidence and the whatever the other word is I'm looking for to continue making these videos. Every time I see that you guys like these videos, even if it's just one person commenting on it, I honestly super crazy appreciate that so freaking much. Also, if you're new to this channel, my name is Damon, and I have this series on my channel called Things I Don't Understand and Probably Never Will, where I just kind of list off things that don't really make sense to me. It's not even necessarily that they don't make sense to me, it's that I don't understand why they were a thing in the first place. Like, I don't fully understand why certain things are allowed, why they're legal, why they're things, but that's what I'm here for, just to kind of vent and get my kind of misunderstandings and just straight up like my perspective on things and like the way I perceive a lot of things. Now I'm gonna finally start the video. That was all for my intro. Make sure you press that subscribe button down below and press the bell notification button so you'll always be notified of updates whenever I post videos on here, which is usually every Sunday I post something. And then also leave a thumbs up or even also a comment if you feel like there's a part of this video that like spoke to you, or maybe you also agree with me and just want to voice your agreement with me. Always feel free to do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this video. So if you've ever watched my early content, this is kind of just like a segue or like a kind of side thing. If you've ever watched my early content, I was like heavily beauty stuff, like makeup and skincare. And lately I haven't even worn makeup on this channel, but for the sake of bringing back some beauty, I guess every single episode I can include some kind of face mask or some kind of beauty related thing. So for today's video, I'm gonna be using this thing right here. This is the Cat's Purrfect Brightening Eye Mask by Tony and Molly. It says it's a black cat eye mask with a refreshing effect to the sensitive eye area. Provides intense hydration and a radiant glow to the eyes. It says just to tear open, apply to the eye area, leave on for 15 to 20 minutes and then remove. So for this video, you're just gonna see me having this eye mask so that I can say that I'm still a beauty channel and I'm still a beauty blogger because I'm doing some form of beauty on here. I'm just gonna take this mask out. Probably gonna be hard for me because these nails make everything super hard to do, to be honest. Acrylics are not for the weak. Here's what this sheet mask looks like before I unfold it. You just go ahead and figure out how to do this real quick. I don't want to drop it on the floor because if I do, I'm not putting it on my face. Even though I am clean and I mop my floors, I'm just not doing that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this over so the folds are on the outside. But whatever, so this is the mask. I look like a skincare Batman. Skincare man, if you will. One thing I like to do too with serums or like sheet masks is because they're like made of serum. I just tend to rub them in everywhere. Even if this one's like specifically an eye one, I just kind of rub it into the surrounding area to make it better. And then also put it in your hands because pretty hands are great to have, so why not? So I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for 15 minutes and let's start the list. The very first thing on my list that I don't understand is insurance. When I say insurance, I mean car insurance, health insurance, dental insurance, life insurance, anything that you could think of that involves insurance that you pay on like a monthly or like that you pay on like a frequent kind of basis. What I don't understand about a lot of these insurances is like they cost like X amount of money. So for instance, I pay, you know, 100X amount of dollars a month for my car insurance. And I've had this car for about, this will be the 4th year I've had my car, so about 3.5 years, and I pay, like I said, $100 something a month for this, and never once have I ever gotten into a car accident. Have I ever really had to use my car insurance other than like the 2 times I've like had a flat tire or something? What I'm not understanding when it comes to, in this case, car insurance specifically, is like, why do I pay all this money like per month, you know, for X amount of years? And whenever I finally, or not finally, but whenever I get into some kind of accident or something where I have to fully use my insurance, I still have to pay like a co-payment. Like I said, I've been paying over $100 a month for the past 3.5 years. That's well over $1,000. Like, I'm not even gonna do math right now because I'm just not in the mood. That's well over $1,000. And my co-payment, if I ever have to go through my insurance, is $500. What I don't understand is, why do I still have to pay that co-payment if I've been paying all this money beforehand? Like, what is all this money going toward? What is all this money, you know, like building its way to? Like, I just feel like at this point, if I get into a car accident, that it should just be completely free for me because I've already paid you guys so much money. I've been paying you guys thousands of dollars a year. Why do I still need to pay this co-payment? Like, I don't get that. I think car insurance is a huge scam. There's people who've gone their entire lives, you know, like 30 plus years on car insurance that never got into an accident, and they finally get into one and they still have a co-payment. I feel like that's just a huge scam. I think it's disgusting. It's kind of the same thing for health insurance, which will kind of later like transition into another topic on here. Health insurance is the same thing. I pay like, I think like $100 every 2 weeks for my health insurance. And when I go to the doctor, I still have to pay a co-payment. Like, I don't see why you guys can't just take the money that I've been paying you and use that for that. Like, I don't see, like, what is this money going towards? Like, this doesn't feel like a smart investment to me, really. Because again, some people go their whole life without using health insurance and they still have to pay the co-payment when it finally comes time to having to use it. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it, and I'm probably never going to. Topic number 2, American healthcare. Well, see, this is what I meant by like my first topic kind of segueing into my second one. What I don't understand about American healthcare is why it's so damn expensive. It costs like $5,000 just to take an ambulance. To the point where it's like people are literally like having to debate, like, do I go to the doctor to go see about this issue, or do I just take the risk and assume, you know, the best outcome of any situation, that I'm okay? And it's like, it shouldn't come to that. And I speak specifically on American healthcare just because that's the one I'm most familiar with, because that's the one that I deal with the most often. And then even when it comes to like medications, there's a medication that I take where if I didn't have health insurance, like my health insurance covers it completely, but if I didn't have health insurance, it would be like $1,000 for a 30-day supply of this medication. Why the hell is it so expensive? And it's a pretty relatively common prescription that I'm on, and it's something that I feel like a lot of people use. Again, like I said, it was common, and I feel like it's something that's like very important to like my community and my like people. It's like, this is a very important medication to us, and it's super expensive. It's ridiculous. At like a hospital, they'll charge you like $30 for a Band-Aid. For a Band-Aid. For like a Johnson & Johnson little patch Band-Aid, it's gonna be like $30. When you can buy a whole pack at the store, of a pack of like 20 or 50 for like $8. The American healthcare system just makes no sense. To me, there's no reason why like a life-threatening or like a life-altering like procedure that some people like need done just over time costs like upwards of millions of dollars. Like that, like I get like the doctors need their money and stuff like that, but it's like that much. Even dental care is like super expensive. Braces can cost like thousands of dollars for some people, like without their insurance. Like who thought that it was okay for like medications to cost thousands of dollars, and then there's like millions of ways to get discounts on them, because there's like that GoodRx program or website, whatever, that you can get discounts for. There's like certain health insurances cover certain medications, certain health insurances like pay more towards medications and services. Like, why can't we just have one really good healthcare that's not super expensive per month? And honestly, I just feel like it's not my fault. Like I wear glasses, for instance, and that's a part of like my vision insurance, which is like a separate insurance from health insurance. Doesn't make sense. Kind of need my eyes to see. And then also how dental insurance, let me get off of insurance, that was a previous topic, I dropped that already. Yeah, American healthcare just doesn't make sense. It's ridiculously expensive. In other countries, they don't pay nearly as much, you know, and it shouldn't cost thousands of dollars just to take an ambulance. Like, that's absolutely absurd. Next topic is racists. Why? Like, why be racist when you could just shut up? You know what I mean? Like, we've all been taught, or at least a great majority of us have been taught, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So why do racists feel like they need to say something? If you don't like me because my skin color or whatever, it's like, yeah, screw you, but it's like, if you keep it to yourself, I'm never gonna know, and I'm never going to like know that you don't like me. But then like they always want to voice their opinions that they're better than you and that they are like God's children, or you know, whoever you believe in as a higher power. Yeah, racists, just shut up. Just shut up and go away forever. And then the last topic for today is when people say like promoting obesity. I don't understand how that even came to be a thing. Never in my life have I ever seen a plus sized or obese or like fat person tell other people to become obese. Because genuinely when you promote something, you're kind of like trying to invite somebody into your kind of thing. You know, if you're promoting a business, you're trying to invite people to come in. If you're promoting awareness, you're kind of like bringing awareness to the subject so that people are more like knowledgeable about it. People sit here, excuse me, when people sit here and say like, oh, so-and-so is promoting obesity, what does that mean? Is there like some big corporation of obesity that's providing paychecks to these people? And then it's always targeted to people who are just kind of living their life comfortably. A really famous example of this that's like really popular is Lizzo. She's this rapper, singer, she's a musician who is on the heavier side, and people are always coming at her talking about how she's promoting obesity, how she's just disgusting and this and that, whenever she's literally just living her life. Like she could be at the beach in like a bathing suit and people are sitting here saying she's promoting obesity. And it's like, not really, because the woman works out on a frequent schedule. I think she's vegan and she eats healthy all the time. She's just naturally heavier set to where like her body doesn't like lose weight as much. So it's like, no, she's definitely more in shape than most of you. Her body's just bigger, which is fine because she seems to be very healthy, to be honest. Like I said, she works out a lot. She eats very healthily, things that people who scream promoting obesity always tell other people to do. So it's like, what's the real issue here? What's the real problem? What's the real tea here? Like, what does it mean to promote obesity? What does it mean? It's the same thing when people say like, oh, there's a gay agenda, blah, blah. It's like, no, there's no gay agenda. We're just here living and finally have a space to say something because we're finally seen as not as just like a mental illness. But yeah, I don't know when my timer's gonna go off for this mask. Those were my 4 points for today. Thank you all so much for staying tuned and watching me just kind of do another episode of this. Don't know how to really end this one. I feel like every time I come to the ending of a video, I never know how to conclude it. It's the same thing with like writing an essay in school. I never knew how to conclude them, so sometimes I would never do a conclusion paragraph. But for the sake of this being a video and me having to eventually end this anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and thank you to all the returning viewers. Thank you to all my new viewers that are watching this. I hope you stay along and you join the family. Yeah, have a great rest of your guys' Sunday. Hopefully you have a great day, a great week ahead of you. I hope you hear back from that job. I hope you get that promotion. I hope you get that raise. I hope you wake up feeling, you know, great and happy. I hope really great things on you this week. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I'm gonna head out now. Peace.